Hey, Jordan here. Have you noticed the growing popularity in spirituality? I think between the online popularity and podcasts, YouTube channels, websites, and the in-person communities growing. I know I've been invited to awesome spiritual communities. It seems like people are getting more interested in the idea of spirituality. And what is spirituality, I guess, is a great question. For me, spirituality is evolution, simply put. The ability to integrate and include different levels of awareness and become more conscious of life itself. And self-actualization is the ultimate purpose of life. When you become conscious of what you are, you realize everyone holds that same consciousness, and we need to start treating people as if they were us living a different life. Hence, spirituality. I think on an astrological level, when you look at the changing of the timelines, entering into the age of Aquarius, moving out of the darkness. If you look at the different Vedas and timelines there, the Mayan prophecies, all these different systems point towards the same direction, that we are becoming more conscious, we're becoming more aware of our life. These bugs are getting me today. Yeah, I think in my own life, I have definitely changed what interests me, what fulfills me, and how I place my energy. When I was younger, 10 years ago, I had no problem with alcohol. I could drink it, was probably a bit of an alcoholic, to be honest. And now, it does nothing for me. I tried drinking a few months ago, just a cup of beer, and I felt better sober. It was not something I really am choosing necessarily, but I think as we are all growing in awareness and evolving, things like alcohol are not going to interest you. I mean, some people aren't going to be affected by it. Some people are not aware of their own feelings and are more addicted to escaping. But this is for the people that are growing in their awareness and their consciousness. You probably won't like alcohol. I mean, I've noticed a lot of people in the spiritual community don't drink, and there's a reason why that is. Another example from my life is, just ate a bug. Violence no longer interests me. I used to train jiu-jitsu, martial arts, Muay Thai, and now the idea of training and fighting people, it's just not in me anymore. I have no desire to train or fight or do that, which was a huge part of my life, and it's interesting to see my mind, who's so attached to that identity as a fighter, to drop that and realize it's not necessary, it's not where I want to put my energy. Another aspect that I've been aware of that's changing has been sex energy, whether it's porn, masturbation, sex with random people. That whole world no longer interests me. It's not fulfilling for me anymore. It's like, yeah, the idea of hooking up with some random stranger now just seems not enticing. It just seems more messy than fulfilling. So I guess the reason why spirituality is becoming more popular is because we are looking for something more fulfilling from life. Whether, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how big your house is, how nice your cars are, that doesn't fulfill you. It's fun for a little bit, but it is not gonna make you happy in the long run. It's just, what makes you happy is knowing who you are, knowing how you treat people, knowing that you love people and people love you back. It's really all this shallow, illusionary things. Anything that just is part of the world of Maya. It's fun, it's great, but it's not gonna scratch that itch. The only thing that scratches the itch is spirituality and growth and evolution. Especially once you get a taste. Once you get a taste of your true self and you see who you really are and you feel it, it's uncomparable to anything that you can buy, any experience you have. It's beyond experience even. It's just, you're just in love with it. You're in love with yourself. You're in love with the world, with consciousness. And everything else is gravy. It's still fun to be in the world and have experiences, but it just doesn't compare, you know? And if you get a taste, you know. If you're watching this channel, there's probably a very high likelihood you are interested in spirituality and you want to grow in that. And so you aren't alone. The collective is growing as well. And like I said, some people are going to stay the same. There's no time limit on spiritual growth and self-exploration, actualization. We are timeless beings that have eternity to explore this. So there's no rush. I have no desire to wake anyone up that doesn't want to be awoken. And if they find me, great. If they don't, great. And that attitude has helped me, because I think when we first wake up, we realize how awesome it is. And then we want to go out and we get that Messiah complex. We want to go and change everybody because we know how awesome it is. But at the same time, you can't just wake somebody up that doesn't want to be woken up. I mean, if you think of someone sleeping and you just barge in at 3 a.m. and knock on their door and they're gonna be like, hey, I'm trying to sleep. It's not my time to wake up yet. So that is my take on why spirituality is becoming so popular. I'm gonna get out, get back inside. These bugs are ridiculous right now. Much love.